Hey guys, James Wolf here, and today is another episode of Nancy Drew and the Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Now before I continue, like I gotta do with all these old Nancy Drew games, I gotta check to make sure I'm recording, so I'll be right back in a second. Alright, we're all good. I think I'm gonna skip today, so I can put the spark plug in the boat.
The spark plug is missing.
No, it's not. Oh, shit. Clicked the wrong thing. Let's go to export. Yay.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
So I've heard. Sorry, doing something on the side.
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought?
Now what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
Yes. Yes, do you speak English or you just speak hick?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you though, Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
She thinks the Malone place is haunted, and after last night, I can see why.
I told her, I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally
Sorry about the
resting in
noises.
peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to neither. Just hearing
I'd
them
rather like me
howl's
to
bad
get that
enough.
habit.
Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
Okay.
I caught a strange man prowling around last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
No, just...
What else can I do you for?
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Hold on.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
No. And neither would I.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe 1 ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Guess I'll see you later.
I guess you will.
By the way, I'm letting you guys know now because I'm rather truthful when it comes to these things. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, i.e. play a mobile game on my phone. It's addicting. If I stop for a second, that's why I'm focus on the game. I'm gonna be recording it once I get high enough and I can show you guys some things.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's right, only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I saw them myself.
Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Why do you think dogs
Fuck
would
you.
attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Have you ever investigated the ghost dogs yourself?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Yes. Cause fuck you, that's why.
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew,
I don't
but
give a shit.
I am here to serve the public.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or 2, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Okay, before I take it, I kind of love the fact that he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. But unfortunately, my job requires that I do so. So basically, I can ask all my fucking questions and piss you right the fuck off, and you can't do anything but smile and answer them. How fucking lovely.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
So you'd probably like to see the old Malone place torn down and forgotten.
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
As a member of the law enforcement community, honey, you're nothing more than a glorified mall cop. You know what? Here.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
A lot of shit.
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Akers.
Yes, thank you. It's just, I love the fact that he doesn't want to answer questions because he's a very busy man. But at the same time, he's obligated because of his job. He's obligated to. Or not obligated, he's required to. So I'm like I said, I'm focusing on 2 games at once because reasons. Guess I should put Buck there. And I know I said this last time, but I really love this time period. The time period that this place was built. The 1920s and 1930s, because it just it was a good time.
I don't need water right now.
It was. In my eyes, it was.
Tweet, tweet!
What the fuck was it? What was the tweet for? I guess hold on a second. Okay, I've shut the mobile game off because I should be focusing on this. Let me check if I'm still recording. Okay, I'm good.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
Let me get a walkthrough pulled up for this. Okay, I've got a walkthrough here, and it's telling me I need to... Okay, I don't know why I had to leave that, but I've gotten. Oh no, I better go back to the ranger station before I forget. Oh, how cute.
You're back.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
Well, I mean, I really can't bitch about that one because I never let my dog off a leash either. Technically, because everyone around here is afraid of her because she's just at that size where she looks friendly but also could be mean. She's about knee-high on me. So, yeah. Also, she's very strong and she may run away, I'm not sure. But also the fact that it's park rules. And I don't want a $200 fine for letting her off leash.
I couldn't help but notice that he's about the same size as those ghost dogs were.
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
I wonder how they actually got the logo for the USPS. I believe that's the actual logo. Public use thing, or just... Turn off low battery warning. Back to the house.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Bess. How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents.
You are so full of it. She got caller ID, Nancy. So now, instead of hanging up on the geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone.
Very funny. So what's up?
Believe it or not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs?
She couldn't have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes.
I distinctly
A
remember them
birdwatcher I
being
ran
green.
into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs?
Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
There's a private cemetery in the woods out back. Malone and his dogs are supposedly buried there.
Creepy.
And there were paw prints in the cemetery. Fresh paw prints.
Are you sure you're going to be all right there by yourself? We'd volunteer to drive out there and keep you company, but unfortunately my car's in the shop, and you know what a scaredy cat George is.
That's okay. There's really no room, and believe me, living conditions here are pretty primitive.
Scaredy cat, huh? You're gonna pay for that remark, dear cousin.
Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like?
Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying, park ranger? Is he cute?
Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what will be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful,
of a
polite,
hard-ass.
efficient, knowledgeable.
Sounds boring.
In fact, he probably knows more about the area than all the other residents of Moon Lake combined.
Sounds very boring.
What's he know about these alleged ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away?
Why would anybody do that? She was there for less than a month.
You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Thanks.
Great. Did they leave a number?
Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone.
Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Call them, Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you, too.
Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise.
Okay. So we're focusing.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Pop Red's tape into the cassette player you got from Emily so you can listen to the birds he wants you to take pictures of.
The sooner you find them, the sooner you can get that nutcase off your back.
This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
Does he live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night.
Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
As far as I know, he and Sally were on good terms. But I also know that Red doesn't seem to have much use for any life form that doesn't molt.
He sounds like my Uncle Zach. He's into birds. Only he doesn't watch them. He hunts them, then shoots them. I never really liked my Uncle Zach.
Did I mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs?
Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not. Because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good plan. Nothing will wreck your day faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Pop Red's tape into the cassette player you got from Emily so you can listen to the birds he wants you to take pictures of.
The sooner you find them, the sooner you can get that nutcase off your back.
Bye, you guys.
Ta-ta!
Ciao for now.
Give me a second. Okay, let's call the Hardy Boys.
Hello?
Hey, Joe. It's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on, he's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking over.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands.
Or should we say, on your paws.
They told you about the dogs?
We made them tell us everything. Pumped them dry.
As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say.
What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching to see who owns and or trains dogs around here.
Good plan. But don't forget, a really smart perpetrator is going to make it look like he or she has no connection to dogs whatsoever.
But then a really, really smart perp might have dogs all over the place and not bother to hide it, because he or she would figure you'd never suspect anyone so obvious.
Sorry, cracking my fingers. Wait a minute. Nope, that's not gonna do it.
Emily Griffin doesn't seem to have any dogs.
Uh-oh. Move her up on your suspect list.
I'd move her down.
You know, Joe, something tells me we're not helping.
I'm moving her up.
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
Malone and his 4 dogs are supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
That's interesting. Did Malone have family?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then who had the tombstones inscribed?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
Sounds like this latest puzzle of yours is still missing a few pieces.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few.
But we're not going to make it easy for you.
After all, it's your case, not ours.
Have you listened to that tape Red gave you?
Good idea. Then you can take those pictures and get that bird nut off your back.
Later,
Take the
guys.
fucking
You
pictures.
bet.
Bye, Nancy.
And Sally McDonald. 1, 2, 1, 5.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi. How's it going?
You know, usual. Hold on a second. I hate my screensaver, my screen protector.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. She carries a little bit of everything.
I noticed. She's quite a character, isn't she?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm curious. Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming Super Ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the Parks Department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
Yeah, so am I.
Talk to you later.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Okay, before we... I got the flashlight. I don't remember where I find the fucking gloves. I mean, if I was Nancy, all this downtime between solving the mystery, I would help clean up a little bit, sweep up here or there. Go to PM.
You find all the birds?
I'm sorry, but finding those birds is harder than I thought it would be. Can you give me any tips?
You gotta look for them. This isn't gonna be any Sunday picnic, you know? And try early in the morning. That's when most of them are singing.
See you in a while.
No hurry.
I guess I gotta find all the birds. So I'm gonna have to either do that off camera or make that part of the next episode. I'm gonna make that part of the next episode, so I'm gonna leave this episode up here. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me for however long you guys have been here. We're almost at 1,000 views, which I'm happy about, and I kind of want before Christmas, but I don't believe I'm gonna get there. It'd be nice, but Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I shall catch you guys in the next video. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye.